Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Today we are making molasses oatmeal cookies. First things you're going to want to do is get your raisins. And you want to submerge them in some warm water. Kind of helps plump them up a little bit. So you get some fat raisins, some juicy raisins. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. It has stopped raining here in mid-Michigan. It was raining here for a little bit this morning.
It's still raining.
You're going to need a half cup of butter, softened. Mine's a little softer than soft. 1 1/4 cup of sugar, white sugar. This is, from what I understand, a recipe that they used to make back in the 1930s and 40s. One. This is the first time I'm trying this one, so we're doing it together, guys. 1 1/4 cups of the sugar. And we're just gonna cream that together. If you have a stand mixer, by all means, use your stand mixer. If you've got a hand mixer, go ahead and use that. I prefer to do it this way with just about all of my cookie doughs. I don't own a stand mixer. I have a hand mixer. I hate it. And I'm pretty sure it hates me as well. So, we just do it this way. It's a little easier for me. I have arthritis in my joints, in my wrist, and in my hand. So, holding onto a stand mixer is not the easiest thing in the world. Aggravates the joints just a little bit. So we're just gonna cream this together the best we can. Just like that. And then we are going to add 2 room temp eggs. Woo, them some big old eggs. And 6 tablespoons of molasses. I should have 6 left in here. I'm hoping. We're going to set this jar upside down and let it kind of drain to the top. We're just going to fold this together. We are going to add more molasses to it. I just have to let it drain down a little bit more. It smells absolutely amazing. I wish y'all had smell-o-vision. All right. All right. That's all she wrote for the molasses. I'm just going to mix this up. Just like that. We are going to add a teaspoon of baking soda, one teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, one and 3/4 cups of the flour, all-purpose. One. One quarter. 2. And 3. We're just going to give this a little mixy mix. We're going to add half a teaspoon of cinnamon. If I can get it open. All right. teaspoon. Just like that. I almost forgot the cinnamon, so it just got added in a little later than normal. Alright. We're going to go back to folding this all together. Incorporating all the flour in. They're very thick dough. And it will get thicker once we add the oatmeal. These are a very hearty cookie. They're more of a like a breakfast cookie than they are an actual like sweet and yummy cookie. More like a breakfast cookie from what I understand. Alright, here we go. Now we are going to add 2.5 cups of oatmeal. There's one. There's two. Now we're just going to fold the oatmeal in. You want your oven preheated to 350 for this. And this makes approximately 36 cookies. It smells absolutely amazing. Alright, now we're going to drain out our raisins. As much water off of them as you can. And then you're just going to add those in. We're just going to fold those in. And if you're not a raisin type of person, don't care for raisins, I'm sure you can use like dried cranberries or anything like that, dried fruits. Alright, and just like that, it is put together. We're going to move some of this stuff out of our way. And we're going to grab our cookie tray. Grab you a couple of spoons and just take spoonfuls of it. Drop it down on your baking sheet. I use a silicone pad for my baking sheet. You can also use parchment paper, or just put a little cooking spray on your baking sheet, works as well. I'm only going to do 6 at a time. I don't want to overcrowd my cookie sheet. These are going to go into our 350 degree oven for 12 to 15 minutes. When they come back out, I'll show you what they look like. See you in a bit. Bye-bye. Alrighty, guys. These just came out. They were in the oven for 15 minutes. They look scrumptious. We're going to let them cool here for a minute, and then we'll transfer them over. A minute my time is like 30 seconds. So, we're just going to, woo! They are very soft. My silicone pad does not want to stay on my baking tray today. It just wants to move everywhere. There we go. Baking pad keeps moving. Alright. And that is what they look like. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again in the next one. Ta-ta for now.